Things happening. Of course, we've been talking about things happening in the tropics, but really for us with our local weather, the big thing is the heat and humidity. The hot pink area is another excessive heat warning. This goes until 7 p.m. today for feels like up to 118. That just sounds wrong, doesn't it? But sometimes we do get that high, not that often for the heat index, but it does happen at times. And then a heads up for tomorrow, it looks like we're under a heat watch, which will probably soon become a warning. And that will be for a feels like temperature up to 115. And we're seeing a couple of spots getting about there right now. 107 right now, the feels like at the Kenner Airport with our temperature at 91. We do have temperatures a little higher north of Lake Pontchartrain. And we've had a combination of, first of all, pretty high temperatures, middle 90s expected because of actually we have winds from the north right now, but also we have at the surface a really muggy air mass as well. So factoring that in, the feels like temperature, you can see surging to 110 at Slidell. Mandeville officially saying 115 at this point, although it might be running a little high there, but you can see Thibodaux and Raceland 108, 109. And no rain out there to cool us off. So our live radar very quiet right now. In fact, all across satellite and radar imagery, there's not a whole lot of relief, even in the form of clouds just yet, although there are some maybe moving in from the north later on. Let's check out our high resolution model. You can see our rain chance isn't very high today. I have it near about 30%. I actually brought it down a touch. Looks like there might be a couple of spotty showers or storms, but not a great chance for that. So we're just going to be really sizzling in a lot of spots through today into this evening. You can see a flare up of a few showers maybe to the west this evening. This takes us to tomorrow morning, and looking at your Tuesday forecast, it also looks fairly quiet. Each day this week we do have at least a chance for rain, but it's not extremely high. For example, this is by 3 p.m. tomorrow. A couple of showers and maybe a few storms here and there to help out with some of you and some of your heat. This is about 6 p.m. tomorrow, though. Anything should be pretty much wrapped up by then. And tomorrow evening just looks like that very humid, muggy kind of feel that we've had. Today, high temperatures expected around 94 to about 95 or 96 is pretty much the high through this week and into this weekend. Not much change there. Again, the big thing is that the humidity is so high and we have that high pressure over us, just not really changing anything much. So it will be feeling very hot this afternoon. These are the usual things we see in the summer, except today's a little worse maybe with that humidity factored in. So just keep in mind, drink water, take breaks, all your usual things take seriously for today. And one thing we're also seeing is our nighttime temperatures not moving very low. Upper 70s and lower 80s is what we had early this morning. Just to show you, this was our morning lows today, and it did look really hot and steamy, of course. And then, of course, tomorrow morning and the next several days, we're not going to see a lot of change. Getting into the tropics quickly, as I said, Beryl is now almost a Category 5, officially still a strong 4 as it made landfall on the Carriacou Island of Grenada and is now moving across and into the Caribbean Sea. Should encounter some shear and weaken, should interact with Yucatan toward the end of this week on Friday, and then will emerge in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. By the way, Tropical Storm Chris formed very briefly last night. It is now just remnants in Mexico. That other system out behind Beryl, that has a medium chance of developing. The next name would be Debbie. And here is the big player for us along the Gulf Coast. A big high keeping us so hot, but also blocking us, it looks like, from this system, from Beryl, taking any sort of turn to the north toward the northern Gulf Coast. Just to show you quickly, just as one model, what might happen with Beryl, it looks like northern Mexico or southern Texas as a weaker system may be its eventual movement. So we'll keep you updated, but no direct impacts expected for us at this point. Just a lot of heat heading toward the 4th of July and next weekend.